Hey guys, it's Eric with the Miller Park Minute, where we're throwing strikes and getting likes. This is Morning Brew, episode number 2, where we just talk about the Brewers and we drink some coffee out of our Brewers coffee mugs. Got a wide collection of them, so enough for a couple episodes. So March 28th is coming. The opening day roster is slowly taking form. Today, the announcements of Dubon, Taylor, and Stokes going down to minor league camp. No surprise, this happens every year, so we're not really. I guess you don't expect those players to stay around very long. You want to see the main guys get their time and start getting into season form. Speaking of getting into form, Jimmy Nelson finally pitched a game after, I want to say it's been 589 days or something like that, something crazy. He struck out the side. He did give up 2 runs, but it was really cool to see the team support. Everybody, if you looked at the pictures, there's a lot of pictures of the guys standing there on the front step watching. His velo was good. He was pitching in the 90s. He's getting back to a rotation of pitching every 5 days, so that's really cool to see. He's not expected to be on the opening day roster. Kind of figured that. Jimmy's road has been a little slower than most to get back to the majors, so I'm excited for him. I think there's stuff to be coming. That's Alexa's talking to me right now. Sorry, Alexa. I think there's a lot to come yet with that. We'll see what happens. We'll see if he can still pitch the way he used to. It's really been a long road since 2017 for him. So Mike Moustakas, officially going to be our second baseman, which, a lot of people come as a surprise and are like, why didn't they just move Travis Shaw? A lot of people outside the organization have kind of questioned that whole decision. And I think part of it was Moose actually did this himself. Moose talked to his agent early in the offseason and said, hey, I'd like to be marketed as a second and third baseman. Make my flexibility, my availability for teams a lot better, and hopefully garnering him a contract of longer term. That did not happen. He got the 1 year with us, but at the same point in time, I think that's a good deal. I mean, I think, maybe it turns into something longer term. He is kind of roadblocking a couple of our younger players, Dubon, Keston Hura, that kind of thing. But Keston's not ready. Dubon, we don't know yet, so we'll see where that goes. Another big news article this week, Uecker got a share of the playoff money. The players decided to vote themselves and say that Uecker deserved a share. He got a share of $123,000. For Uecker, obviously, it's not about the money. It's a gesture from the players to Uecker, and we knew that it wasn't about the money or anything like that. I think that's really cool. The money's going to charity of Uecker's choices, which is really awesome. Here, another not's going to be on the opening day roster unless something majorly changes. Jeremy Jeffress is not rushing his shoulder after being pulled on March 6th. He is really just working to strengthen his shoulder. He pitched a longer season than normal for him, obviously with the extended run with the playoffs and everything like that. He pitched a career-high 76 and 2/3 innings. He had a 1.29 ERA, so that's really good for him. I mean, my wife just said her heart's broken. He really played well. I think it's just ramping back up. He was quoted as saying, I don't care if it takes till April 10th. He wants to be right for the season. He wants to be right to go out there and pitch and play for us. So I'm not gonna knock him for that. I think that's a good mentality to have, especially with how long this season is. Bobby Wahl tore his ACL. He is going to be gone for the 2019 season. Now, one of the things with him is he was a big part of that trade for Keon Broxton. And that's, I mean, it's sad to see, but at the same time, we've got a lot of pitchers in the minors, so I don't think that's going to hold us back much. Next up, they're talking about Brett Lawrie. There was an interview with Stearns the other day. Brett Lawrie.
Jed.
No, Jed is the other player.
What is it, Jed? Sorry. Never mind.
He's on the A's.
Brett Lawrie's the vampire guy. You're right. Sorry.
Brett Lawrie not yet doing baseball activities. No surprise. I mean, the guy's missed baseball for 2 years, so his minor league contract is really including an extensive rehab with us, which I guess that's good and bad. I don't know where we'll see this go. I mean, could he come in and be something like, Wade Miley of the past? We'll see. I mean, we still have a lot of fielders, I guess. That's one of my next videos. We're actually going to dive into that. We're going to dive into the players out of options. And we've got a lot of players on that list, Jesus Aguilar, Eric Thames, of the same position that are going to block things up, and it's going to cause some interesting situations when it comes to figuring out an opening day roster and things like that. The next on the list is the stadium tax for Milwaukee is ending. I don't live in Milwaukee, so this doesn't bother me. But yeah, Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel is now talking, and the Brewers are now talking that after 22 years of stadium tax for Miller Park, it's crazy to think about 22 years. The stadium came to build in 2001. I was going to say 2011. But still, that's a long time. So they talk about what exactly is paid for, and that they have an escrow basically built to substantiate any kind of stadium upkeep and that kind of thing around the area. Just a lot of stuff. Read the full article down below. I'm going to link up all the stuff down below, guys, every article that I read here. And a lot of the stuff has been tweets, and if you follow the day-to-day news of the Brewers, there's a lot going on a daily basis. Different player news. Zach Davies last night pitched a really good game, 3 scoreless. It was a range-shortened game, but still, Tyrone Taylor hit a 2-run home run in his final appearance. Kind of capped it off, walked off with a crown. It was kind of cool. So we got a lot of videos coming to the channel. It's been a week since I left from spring training, and I just haven't had a chance to get caught up. I've been trying to catch up on everything, but watch the spring training video. We'll link that up somewhere here in the side cards. If you've got any other thoughts, if you have a comment about anything I said here, please leave a comment down below, and we'll have a great rest of your day, guys. Again, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, share this video. Have a great day.